Assalamu alaikum, this is Sarah from Arkan and you are watching Live Prog.
Hello, this is Florent from Arkan and you are watching Live Prog.
Hello, welcome to Live Prog. My name is Marcel Haster. Although I focus mainly on progressive rock with my reviews, I try to be progressive, be open-minded to, new music and new kinds of music. Now, I discovered progressive rock on a later age, when I was in my 20s, and I fell in love with the genre, so that's my main love. But during my school years, I listened to a little bit of different music. I listened to some metal, not much, a couple of bands, Metallica, Annihilator, Faith No More, and that kind of music, but I liked it back then. And I still like it to listen to it once in a while. So, if I have an opportunity to, review something different, then yeah, if I like the album, I'm up for it. Well, of course, you can understand. That's why I do the introduction. I have something like that. I have a metal album. And I gotta say, a very interesting one when I listen to it. I'll show it to you. It's this one, from a band called Endless Cycle, and the album is called Into the Opaque. Endless Cycle, Into the Opaque. I hope I said it right, I don't know exactly how to pronounce it. Interesting band, and I like them already. You know why? Because they come from my hometown. My hometown, the town where I was born, on the coastline, close to the coast, Terneuzen. Look it up, Google Maps, see where it is, Terneuzen. These guys hail from there, and I was raised there as well, so that is a connection. Now, yes, I listen to metal, yes, I like metal. I'm not a death metal fan, I gotta say that. Nevertheless, when Mike de Koene from Hard Life Promotion asked if I was interested in reviewing this album, I had to think about it. I'd done a review of a death metal band from Arkan, which I very much enjoyed. So I was wondering, should I do another one? But then I saw a YouTube clip on the website of these guys, Endless Cycle. Check them out. And they did a cover of Hey You by Pink Floyd. So I watched it, and they start out as Pink Floyd, doing the cover. And gradually they brought in the grunts and the metal. And they turned it into a metal version of Hey You. And I was fascinated by how they did that. And they pulled it off, I liked it very much. And that's when I said, okay, I'm going to review this one. Because I gotta say, you have to, be able to, enjoy or listen or put up with the death metal parts, but it is not death metal all the way. These guys are amazing songwriters because, yes, they when you listen to the first track, Creation of Nothing, from the first second it starts to play, it's, grunts and trashing rhythms and bass and drums and everything, but it slows down and they have some clean vocals in it, and they sing really well. I gotta say, I enjoy the clean vocals, done very well, and that makes it very nice to listen to and a bit of a different album. And when it was presented as progressive death metal. And how can death metal be progressive? Well, after hearing the Endless Cycle album, I know why. Because they mix the clean parts and they are very much inspired by the progressive rock of the 70s. And that you can hear that in their music. They can also play softer parts very well, you know, with the nice guitars and the good rhythm section, and well, of course, the clean vocals, you know. And then they switch from death metal to clean vocals, and you know, mix it around a little bit, and makes it a very, well, nice album to listen to. Now, Into the Opaque is the debut album of the band, and they done everything themselves. Now, that is something you hear, you know, the production isn't, you know, 100%. Nevertheless, despite that the fact that the production may not be top-notch, completely perfect, that's not an issue for me, because I like the music, I like the way they created the songs. And when I looked at the times of the songs, a couple of tracks are, you know, 5 minutes, but they also have tracks that last 7-8 minutes, and the closing track, Pride, which lasts over 10 minutes. This shows that they are also, well, they're not shying away from writing more complex songs. And they work very well. I mean, if you listen to it, the way they move from the death metal to the softer parts to the cleaner parts, they do that very good, and I like that very much. So, well, I say, you know, it's very good what they're doing. When I listened to the last track, which is absolutely one of my favorites, I was playing and I was listening and said, this sounds very nice, you know, sounds like more something that was pulled out of the 70s. You know, a nice prog rock or classic rock track. And I was wondering, you know, when are the grunts coming in? And I waited and waited and waited, and I looked at the time and said, whoa, this is a long track. And then in the end, yes, they bring in the metal again, you know, and close up with a massive, brutal sound. So, great track, absolutely worth listening to. Opaque Portrait is also a track that I really enjoyed, but there are a couple of other tracks as well. Blueprint, Aquaphobia, also again brutal grunts, heavy, you know, heavy drums, double bass, heavy guitars, and again the clean vocals. And that combination, that's what I like very much. So I enjoyed listening to this album, and as I said, you know, it's death metal, no doubt about that, but also much more than that. So if that is something you can stand, you can listen to, you can enjoy, then I say, you know, you really give these guys a try. It's their debut album, and they, well, are great songwriters, so I say they deserve to be heard. So, well, if you like it, you know, check out their website, listen to the album, support these guys.